Hello students, in last video we will completed about the anatomy of the root and the stem. In this video we shall see about the anatomy of the leaf. In case of dicot plant and in case of monocot plant, the leaf structure is somewhat different. So we will completed in this video the anatomy of the leaf. In case of the dicotyledonous plant, the leaf shows a dorsiventral leaf. Now, what is mean by dorsiventral leaf? The dorsiventral leaf means the mesophyll tissues is differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma. So, it is called as dorsiventral leaf. The leaves are commonly horizontal and in orientation with distinct upper and lower surfaces. The upper surface, which faces towards the sun and is darker than the lower surface. This is the most important character of the leaf in dicotyledonous plants. That is the dorsiventral leaf, means both surfaces are present, but in case of dicot leaf, the upper surface is quite darker than the lower surface. So, it is called as dorsiventral leaf. And another most important character, that is mesophyll tissue is differentiated into palisade and spongy parenchyma. Now, look at this figure. This one is the dicot leaf structure. It is called as dicotyledonous leaf. In TS, it shows the different layers. The outermost layer, this one is the outermost layer, is called as epidermis. The epidermis is distinguished into upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Upper side, this one adaxial epidermis, and at the lower side, the epidermis is present, abaxial epidermis. The adaxial is upper side and abaxial is at the lower side. This one is the upper epidermis consists of a single layer of tightly packed rectangular cells, barrel shaped. These are the barrel shaped cells. Here look, this one, barrel shaped cells, and packed, they are compactly arranged, and parenchymatous cells which are devoid of chloroplast. Here the chloroplast is absent, devoid of the chloroplast, and the distinct layer of cuticle lies on the outer side. Stomata is generally present in case of monocot. So below the upper epidermis or epidermal layer, there is the mesophyll. Mesophyll is differentiated into, this one is the mesophyll layer. The mesophyll is differentiated into palisade and spongy tissues. These are the palisade tissues and spongy tissues. Both are present in the region of mesophyll, just below the upper side epidermis, and consist of closely packed elongated cells. The cells contain abundant chloroplast. See here, the chloroplast is present, but in case of palisade tissues, chloroplast is absent. This is the main difference. The cells which consist of the chloroplast, so it is helpful in the process of photosynthesis. As it contains the chloroplast, it helps in the process of photosynthesis. Below the spongy parenchyma, the spongy parenchyma is present below the palisade tissues. Spongy parenchyma is present and consist of loosely arranged, irregularly shaped cells with intercellular spaces. Here the spaces are present. Intercellular spaces are present. The spongy parenchyma contains chloroplast and in contact with the atmosphere through the stomata. This aperture or minute opening is called as stoma. Stoma is present in the stomata. So, mesophyll is distinguished into spongy parenchyma and palisade tissues. This one is the difference between the spongy and palisade. The spongy tissues are loosely arranged and palisade mesophyll layer is compactly arranged with the chloroplast, so helpful in the process of photosynthesis. Next is the vascular bundle. In case of the vascular system, it is made up of a number of vascular bundles varying the size depending upon the venation. Venation means what? The leaf, this one is the leaf structure. It consists of the linings on their surfaces. It is called as venation. It is called as venation. On the basis of the venation or the depending on the venation, the vascular bundles are varying in the size. In lower epidermis, in case of lower epidermis, it consists of a single layer of compactly arranged rectangular parenchyma cells. The lower epidermis contains a large number of microscopic pores called as stomata. This one is the stomata. And for what purpose it is present? For the process of transpiration. There are the air spaces, substomatal chambers at each stoma. These one are the chambers which are joined with the stoma, and it is helpful in the process of transpiration. Now we will see about the anatomy of monocot leaf. In case of monocot leaf, this one is the monocot leaf structure. Now as you know that monocot means what? The monocot plant is the plant which consists a single seed without cotyledons. Single cotyledon is present and it is not divided into two cotyledon or subdivided, so it is called as monocotyledonous plant, and that plant contains the leaf that is of isobilateral leaf. It is of isobilateral. It is called as isobilateral. Called as isobilateral. Isobilateral meaning is that both the surfaces are present. Illuminated at the both surfaces can face to the sun. Both surfaces are facing towards the sun and shows similar structure. The two surfaces are equally green. Both surfaces are green. In case what we have seen in the dicot leaf, the dicot leaf which has upper side darker and lower side is less darker than the upper one, and upper side is facing towards the sun. In case of isobilateral leaf, it is present in the monocotyledonous plant. That is the main difference. The two surfaces are equally green, and in typical structure or the monocot leaf, VS structure shows a stomata on both surfaces. Here it is the stomata. Here also at the upper epidermis stomata is present, and which is for the purpose of transpiration. So it is present in case of monocot plant. Both surfaces, upper epidermis and lower epidermis, consist of the stomata, in case of dorsiventral leaf or dicot leaf, the stomata is present at the lower epidermis. Another most important character in case of monocot leaf, it shows the mesophyll tissues which are not differentiated into spongy parenchyma and the palisade tissues. In case of dicot plant, the mesophyll is distinguished into parenchyma and spongy parenchyma. But in case of monocot leaf, the palisade tissues and spongy tissues are not differentiated. Another character is parallel venation. Parallel venation means what? The linings are present parallelly on the surface of leaf. So it is called as parallel venation. And these are conjoined, collateral and closed type of vascular bundle. So this is the VS of monocot leaf. The question will be asked on this topic, that is sketch and label the VS of monocot leaf or VS of dicot leaf. So this one is the figure of monocot leaf. In this lecture, we have completed about the anatomy of the leaf in dicot and monocot plant leaves.